What's up, everybody? Welcome to the life of a board gamer. My name is Daniel, and if I look like I'm going to pass out, that is because I just came back from a 15-hour trip from Essen Spiel 2023. I know 15-hour driving, it's crazy, yeah, but when we were going there, we drive for 18 hours. So I got to save up 3 hours. That's some plus in my book. So I'm a little bit rested, not too much, and I decided I want to film the video right away to show you my loot. But before that, I want to talk a little bit about this year's Essen. I think it was the one of the busiest Essen I ever saw, and first one I ever went to was in 2015. And this year it was crowded wherever you went. Lorcana was selling like crazy. There was lines waiting for hours to just try the game or even try to buy a game in English, which would sold out in like first 2 hours. Then lots of people would just left because they were not interested in German version. I also got to hang out with some content creators, so I got to hang out with Paula Deming a little bit. I got to meet her in a person. She's a really nice lady. I also got to hang out with Chris Yee from Dice Tower, which was also a fun experience. I never met him in person till now. I also met with Matthew Jude. I did even have on his podcast, This Game is Broken, I had a little cameo when I presented one of the silly games that they have over there. I was like leading that game. I was the main author of that game, so to say. So, and we kind of discussed a little bit about collaborating in the future. So maybe you will see him on this channel in the future. We'll see about that. So yeah, I hang out with lots of great people, but I know what you are here for. You are here to see the loot. Oh, also, the biggest thing happened this year. I met my favorite designer, David Turci. Anachrony. So yeah, I got to take a picture with him. He's just such a nice guy to talk to. I learned more about Anachrony. I even learned that at first it was not supposed to be like a space theme game, but some auction or stocks exchange theme game, something like that. So yeah, really weird. I would never play that. I'm not interested in that type of games, but Anachrony is by far my number one game. I don't see if anything else, any other game will dethrone it soon. So yeah, I met the guy. He's really nice to talk to. But yeah, now the best thing. Let's see what I brought this year from Essen. I'm just gonna build piles around me, and we're gonna have a little counter down here. But I think it's like 39 games or so, counting expansions and everything. So let's start. Everything is down here. So yeah, first of all, this was my first purchase of the Essen Spiel. Before anything, I purchased an expansion for the Guild of Merchant Explorers because it was sold out last year. I couldn't get my hands on one, so I went to their booth. Do you have some? They had it. I bought it. I have it now. I'm really lucky guy. So next thing is not games per se. It is from Masters of the Universe Battleground. I'm not that familiar with the game itself, but I grew up watching He-Man a lot. And I saw these two miniatures. They were on a sale for 20 euros each. So I got one of these for me myself because, you know, I like He-Man, I like Skeletor. These are really... And the miniatures look really nice. So if you want to see how I painted these, they will be on my painting channel. Links is in the description down below. Go subscribe there. I'm trying to build up my painting skills channel things going on. So do check it out. So Battleground, Masters of the Universe, He-Man and Skeletor. It's just... I saw it. I don't know, I just liked it, I bought it. It was an impulse buy. Okay, next thing, let's go with the big games. So this one I'm super interested in from the last year when I saw it in Essen. Redwood is a game, it's like an X-Wing game, but you know the X-Wing, the Star Wars X-Wing, but you are moving around the woods and you are taking different pictures of, different animals, all kinds of different things, the woods itself, of course, because animals live there. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. So I think this is going to be reviewed on my channel pretty soon because I'm really interested how it goes. So from Pandasaurus Games, yeah, this one was from Sit Down. So yeah, I got it for a review. Also, I got for a review from Pandasaurus Games Emerge. The game just looked interesting to me. You have some dice that you will roll and allocate around, and I don't know, it just looked really interesting. You are like scientists searching for some animals. I'm not really sure right now about the theme itself. I can go into details, but I know I really like how it looks, and I saw a little bit of gameplay. I liked it, so I want to try it out. And from my dear friend from Arcona Games, I got Magna Roma Deluxe Edition. I did review this one on my channel as a Kickstarter preview. Now I have the full copy with everything, with miniatures and all that. So I promised him I will paint the miniatures and put them on my painting channel again. I swear this is not deliberate, but yeah, go subscribe over there if you want to see how to paint some Roman buildings and stuff. Okay, let's continue. The pile is really going huge. Okay, next one that's pretty soon going on a table is Nucleum. Nucleum goes pretty soon on the table because it has David Turczi on the box. And do you remember who I just recently said I met on the Essen? This guy. So yeah, I wanted this game in my collection. I want to try it out. I just love how he makes games. So yeah, there's that. Now, you probably didn't know, but I'm a huge fan of Orleans, and when I saw the Cathedral of Orleans, I want to try it out. I want to see how it is, and I want to see what it's all about, and yeah, so I'm going to check it out. Orleans Cathedral, so I'm going to probably compare it to the Orleans, tell you how it works, how it looks, how it feels, so be aware of comparison videos coming up for this one. Also, wait just a second. Also, one more heavy box that I'm super interested to start playing and see how it works is Kutna Hora, the City of Silver from CGE. I got this one for a review, and I can't wait to try it out. It looks just wonderful, and everything I saw about it I really liked. And I lost a promo, but it's here, so yeah, that's why I paused a little bit. Okay. These are almost every big box in a game. I have just one more game that's like huge box. Everything else is like smaller boxes. So first of all, I also got from Pandasaurus Games Beacon Patrol. It's a nice, cute little game that has like this Carcassonne feel to it. And Carcassonne was the game that brought me into the gaming. So yeah, I wanted to see what it is all about because I sold my Carcassonne game because I had enough of it playing it, but now I regret that decision. So this one will maybe stay permanently in my collection just to replace Carcassonne if it's near good as the Carcassonne was, or is actually. It's still a great game. Okay, next smaller game is Moon River. This is a sequel to King Domino, Queen Domino, but right now you are building tiles from two separate pieces. So you will build two separate pieces into one tile and then just place them however you want, and you can reserve some pieces, stuff like that. So I wanted to check it out. I love King Domino. It's somewhere up there. So yeah, I wanted to check this one out because it looked really similar to it. Moorland from Deep Print Games. I got this for a review, and I must say I already played it. As you can see, it is open. It does not have a glossy shine because it's not packed. We played it on a day 4 of the Essen start at the Hall 1, and I really loved it. Not everybody who played this game loved it, but I really enjoyed it. It's a fun game of solving puzzles, so to say. Next up, I also got from Sit Down Maps of Mystera. It is like a game where you are playing on your own board, building map, but you are also influencing the main board, how the map will look. So if you put like 2 sands at some spaces, the sand will show up on the main board, but others can say, no, that's not sand, that's a forest or that's mountains. But if they confirm that sand, then it's sand for the rest of the game, and now you get to score some points, and you have to figure out what others are going for, what their goals are. So it looked really interesting, so I got it for a review. And I actually met the designer of the Revive, and Revive was one of my best games of last year, Essen Hall. I really liked it. I played it way more than I play all of my other games, unfortunately. But still, I really enjoyed Revive, and I got to talk to the publisher itself, and he's such a nice guy that he gave me a review copy of Revive Call of the Abyss for a review, and I can't wait to get this one to the table. Also, while we are talking about him, I have something else. Yeah, he also gave me a game called How Dare You. It's a small party game of just trying to figure out what the correct numbers are. I still have to try it, but from what I read, from what I browsed a little bit because I opened it up, it's a small game, so I wanted to check it out. I kind of like what it does, so you will also see a review of that one. Next in the small weird box is Hextremadura. It is a game in a hexagonal shaped box. It is a solo game, so you will see a gameplay of this on my channel. Because it's a solo game, I kind of like to play them more than review them. Just because they're a solo game, they're much easier to play, and you know, you can easily say what you think about it once you played it. So yeah, they have lots of different games in a hexagonal shape, so you can stack them together and all that. But this one caught my attention. Other ones were not like one of them was about letters. That's not something I'm after. So, but other games do look interesting. But I had interest in this one, so I got it for a review. And I bought Match of the Century. It is a two-player game that represents like a game of the century, chess between two players who were, I think it's a Cold War era, something like that. I don't know. It just looked really interesting. It had this thing where you play something on your side and your opponent gets something from the card you played. And I like that type of stuff because it makes you think about things and all that. So let's just move these miniatures around so they don't get squashed by all these boxes. So yeah, I got it. I want to review it, so I check it out. So this was a second-hand grab. I got it at the second-hand market, Detective Club. I was really after this one for some time now. It is, whoa, no, it opened up just now on me, and I was not expecting that, and everything now is going everywhere. Okay, let's just move it aside. So yeah, it is, for me, Dixit, but eons better than Dixit. So yeah, everything is, okay, I'll just move it aside and clean it up later. We are not going to waste our time. From the Mandu Games. Mandu Games, I've been reviewing their games for 3 years now, and they are really great company. They make really great games. So Eternity, The Veil of Eternity, I got it for a review from them, and I'm looking forward to see what it is all about because it looks really interesting. This one I was chasing from the last year Essen when I tried it out. Finally, Floodgate Games got their hands on these 20-minute games. You know, this one is Rule the Skies in 20 minutes. There's also like a Caesar, Conquer the Rome in 20 minutes. And there's also like World War II in 20 minutes. Blitzkrieg, World War II in 20 minutes. All of those games I really liked. I got to try this one at Essen last year. Absolutely loved it. Finally got my hands on a copy. Can't wait to play, to try all the planes because they didn't have them last year. They had like demo planes, some of them. So yeah. Also, while we are talking about Floodgate Games, I got another game from their booth. If you remember me reviewing Kites, this is a spiritual successor, Skyrockets. Now you are not flying kites in the sky, now you are firing fireworks. And this one has more evolved gameplay than the kites itself, but you don't just get rid of your cars. There's some scenarios and stuff going on, so you're gonna see it pretty soon on the channel because it's a great game. I even got to play it at the Spiel, which is really rare, but it's a fast game, so yeah. Okay, a few smaller games. I got Merchant Guild's Neuroshima Hex latest expansion. Can't wait to try it out. Me and Slaven are going to finally start filming season 3 of Eternal Grudge, where we play against one another. We are going to film the Neuroshima Hex, and this one will probably feature there. We wanted to do it last year, but it was just nowhere near the time and effort to do it. We have Woolly. It is also a solo game. You'll probably see a gameplay on the channel where you are trying to figure out the correct order of sheep on the meadows, something like that. I also got Mission Complete. We tried to play it, but it was really late, so I got really confused by the rules. Can't wait to learn it now when I'm a little bit more refreshed and rested in a few days, you know, all that. So I also got Coventry. It's also a solo game. No, oh sorry, it's 1 to 4 players. I apologize. So I also got this one for a review and looking forward to try it out. It is a new designer. This is his first game. A good friend of mine knows him, so she recommended me this game. She even bought this game for me and give it to me to possibly make a review if I like it. And we'll see. But from what I saw, it looks really interesting. Also from Lucky Duck Games, I got Kiri Eye, The Duel. This one is closed, but I got to play it on their booth. It's a really fast game of trying to bluff your opponent with just a few cards, lots of strategy, really great game. One of the games I'm really looking forward to is Dr. Rat. Basically, you are Dr. Rat and other mice are trying to eat food and they get unhealthy, they get sick. And you know what they can and what they can't eat, so you have to help them out, figure out what is what their food preference is and what is not. So yeah, I really like the theme of it, so I hope it's a good one. Next one, also from Lucky Duck Games, Cosmoctopus. I saw little cute octopus, even though I'm not a Cthulhu fan. This looked like a cute Cthulhu, so I figured let's try it out. It looks really interesting, so I really hope to give it a go pretty soon. Next up, you know I love Orleans, so I got the Orleans the Pest expansion. I didn't even look inside what what new stuff it brings. I just saw Orleans and I immediately bought it. This was just an impulse buy for me, and I'm slowly disappearing in all these boxes. So yeah, Delicious Games. Delicious Games I absolutely love, and they make some great games. So Evacuation was their big hit for this year's Essen. Immediately got that one, and also I got some promos for the Underwater Cities, a game I really loved from them, so looking forward to it. Boon Lake expansion, I'm really excited to learn what this one is about, because Boon Lake is such a great game, I really love Boon Lake. Okay, next up, also I got this from Portal, the Imperial Miners. It's the next game in their Imperial Settlers line of games, and you are dwarves mining stuff, putting some cards on the table. It has a little bit different gameplay. It's not like the usual gameplay, at least from what I saw. Can't say for sure. I got myself Undaunted, Battle of Britain. This one is version where you are flying with the planes, and it is a little bit different from the regular Undaunted, which I really love. I don't think I reviewed it, but I have it. I really love it. I should definitely make a review of it and tell you that I love it, so you know, and maybe compare it to this one. It would maybe be in one video I can talk about both of those games. That would be cool, right? Okay, next up, supposedly people say bad things about it, but I really like Terraforming Mars, and I really like dice, and I really like when they have a custom dice, and this one has custom dice, so I think people are wrong, but we'll have to check it out for ourselves. So it was also an impulse buy for me because I really like Terraforming Mars. I also got this little party game where you have to draw something, and you draw on these translucent tiles and you put them together, and you can either draw one curved line or two straight lines. That's all you can do, and you are trying to explain what you are drawing to one player. All of you are trying to explain by just drawing few lines, and they have to figure out what you are doing. And you can't like put your see-through tile and then draw, so you have to watch what the first one did, and you have to like kind of guess where your lines need to go. So it looks like fun party game, so I'll definitely check this one out. Spell Bloom from Brain Crack Games, they also gave me this one for a review, and this one cracked my brain. I hope this one will not, so looking forward to see what the Spell Bloom is all about. It looks really interesting. It has some dice, and I love it. So yeah, I'm like that. So from Matago I got Orion Duel, a game that I didn't know about, but when I came to their booth, I talked about to their media representative. We got to play 2 games of this. I won both. I'm not saying that I'm like super great at this one, but I really like it. It's an abstract game. It could be about anything, but I really like the theme and what you're doing in this game. So yeah, it's really easy game to get into, but so much strategy in it. A lovely game. Okay, 2 more games left. From Ludonauta, I got Archaeologic. It's like a Turing machine, but it's not. It's a game where you are trying to figure out how your polyomino pieces are placed in the... Everybody's trying to figure out what's the correct placement of your polyomino pieces in a square, and you have some clues. You are going through the clues, you are searching for the clues, and whoever is the fastest will win the game, of course. And I like puzzle games. I like games where there's some hidden stuff and you need to figure out what it is, what they do. So yeah, immediately a win for me. So I wanted to have it, and yeah, we're gonna see that one. And the last one, the biggest one I got, I got from Cranio Creations Dawn of the Gods, Anunnaki Dawn of the Gods. It's a big box, it's a big game. They swear to me that the gameplay is 90 minutes, so I said to them I will keep them for that word. If it's not, I'm gonna bash them all over the place. No, I'm not. I'm not like that. But yeah, they swear to me that this game is under 90 minutes, even though it's like dudes on a map battling each other. And I don't review much of those games, and I should, because I kind of love those games to play them from time to time. So yeah, that is Anunnaki Dawn of the Gods, and that is everything I brought from Essen this year. And it's not like last year. You are probably asking yourself why. Well, my life changed a lot last year, in the last year or so, and one day I will talk to you about it. Now it's not a time or place. So yeah, next thing that you are going to see, I'm going to take a little break. Essen really drained me out, and I'm just going to enjoy these games a little bit, but not too much, because my birthday channel is in about 10 days or so, and I'm going to do a live stream. Last year, for 6 years, I did a live stream for 6 hours, and this year, since it's 7 years of existence of this channel, I'm gonna live stream for 7 hours, and I hope you will be there, because I will try to unbox all of these games, check them out a little bit, talk about what's happening at this channel, how stuff are going, and I hope you will join me in the chat and ask me some questions, maybe just cheer me up on opening different games. I don't know, just hang out with me, because I would like to hang out with you. So yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing, for spending time with me for all this almost 7 years now, which is super crazy. Yeah, that is all, and until next time, pozdrav.